imagine trying to find the water as a droplet, or like I've heard people say, I think it was by Marshall McLuhan, a philosopher of media studies, who said something similar. He said, I don't know who discovered water, but it wasn't a fish. So, that's how it can feel when you're looking for what you are. Because you're literally this fish or this water droplet immersed in water. How can you, for you to find what you are, you almost need to find what you're not. And that's not possible, actually. I mean, I know, yes, neti and all that, but I mean, on absolute level, there's nothing which is not you. So how do you find yourself in comparison to what is not yourself? For us to find a plant, we need to know how a plant differs from a rock. We can't find a plant if we don't know how it differs from anything else. So this is also part of the tantric path, or coming down the mountain, this beginning to find yourself in everything. So this kind of, it's an advantage and a disadvantage at the same time. At first, this concealment, it acts as a concealment. The fact that everything is made of you hides you, appears to hide you, because you can't differentiate between what's you and what's not. So that's the truth, right? That's the truth. Everything is the same one thing, which makes finding that one thing incredibly difficult. However, once you realize, okay, there's this formless thing, and it looks to me like it might make up everything else, you can start to look in objects, look in the finite for this self. And we've spoken about before, you look with your awareness or attention, you realize, attention creates this water bottle right next to me. If my attention is not on the water bottle, I can't distinguish between that and a background, or that and the wall. So attention is the substrate, so to speak, of the manifest. And so now we begin to use this to our advantage. We begin to use the fact that we're a droplet in the ocean, indistinguishable, to our advantage. Whereas before it was a concealing. Now it's an expanding. Now it's a learning. Now it's like an assumption. You can say, okay, I know everything is made of me, and the things that I don't see are made of me just require a little bit of extra looking. Because I know it's just the ocean, like a drop in the ocean, and that's why it's hard. But at least now I know that I'm the ocean, and there's just this one drop that's still standing out. So that's what I then place my attention on. You see, so now we turn flipping it around. At first we said things that stand separate, we said leave them, remove attention. Now we're saying things that stand separate after you've established yourself, return your attention, return your new refined attention. Now that you know the source of where attention comes from, return it to objects, return it to form. Bring it to the separation that still remains, which might be a lot, it might be a little, it might be facets of the personality, it might be trauma, it might be physical objects. A lot of people complain about vision and say that they can't see stuff in the visual field as made of the formlessness, in which case, like I said, you bring attention to it and you see, attention, this formless thing is creating this. That's how you do that. And and at the end, like you said, there's no paradox. You experience paradox up until these two things face each other directly, and it almost just like they just coalesce, and that's that. Then there's only one truth. There's only one truth remaining, and that is you. And you are everything, and you are this and that and neither. You are limited, unlimited, and beyond the concept of both. You're a person, you are infinite, but you are neither. And that is the perfect non-duality. It's being all the things or none of them, and both at the same time.